Ladies and gentlemen, how the devil are we all doing? I'm the Nasty Grandad, and in this video I'm going to be showing you 5 pretty unique and unusual camp locations. So let's stop knobbing around and get straight into it. Now the first spot we're going to be looking at is located here, just above the isolated satellite array. And guys, this is a pretty unique one. It's a pre-existing structure, and hopefully you're going to like it. Now, the most obvious thing about this location is obviously the big giant bloody satellite dish there, isn't it? Ah, of course it is. And believe it or not, you can actually build in the dish of that thing itself, but we'll get onto that later, don't you worry. Now then, the area around the base of the satellite is actually pretty easy and decent to build in as well. It's not the flattest of terrain, but you should be able to get a camp down no problem whatsoever. Personally, if I was going to build here, I'd probably make some form of military-style compound. I don't know, I just think this area kind of fits that theme pretty well. Now, if you want to build in the satellite dish, it is a little bit more tricky, but it's more than doable. All you got to do is build up as high as you can with stairs, and then you just got to Mandalorian yourself into the dish itself, and you should be able to put your camp module down. Now, yes, there may be other ways of doing this, but yeah, this is the easiest way I know. If you have another method of doing it, let me know down in comments. I'm not going to lie to you guys, it is pretty difficult building up here, but you can do some truly amazing stuff, as demonstrated by Moonlight Cowboy's camp here. It just takes a little bit of time, a little bit of effort, and the ability to bend the game's building mechanics to your will. All in all, guys, it's a pretty unique spot, although quite a difficult spot to, actually build a camp in. And of course, I nearly forgot to bloody mention, enemies-wise, you're not going to get much up here. The most common occurrence that I've seen is dogs or feral ghouls, so yeah, nothing too difficult at all. Now, the second spot we're looking at is here, near the River Gorge Bridge. And again, it's another pre-existing structure, but it's bloody cool, guys. And you can do a lot with it if you use a little bit of ingenuity. Quite simply, all this thing is a little pagoda kind of thing. I'm not sure if that's the correct term, but, I'm thick as pig shit. So, yeah, that's the word we're going to use. Now, there is a couple of things you could do with this. You could build another camp next to it or built onto it and have this as some kind of extension onto that camp. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, don't you? Aye, of course you do. Another option you could use is, again, what Moonlight Cowboy has done here, which is quite simply false floors, guys. Now, if you do want to try and build in the pagoda picnicky area, Shelter Boy 1200, you are going to have an issue with the picnic tables. They're going to make it an absolute bastard to actually, build anything in it. Now, the way around this is to use roof pieces as floors, and this is just a very rough, general idea of how to do it, but you can see where I'm going with it, can't you? Again, another tricky location to build in, but with a little bit of effort, you can come up with something truly special. And guys, look at that view. Yeah, that's got to be worth something, hasn't it? Simply lovely. Oh, and again, I forgot. Enemies-wise up here, you're going to get feral ghouls, and that's about it. Maybe the occasional mole rat. Now, for our third location, we're just outside of Welsh, and it's these 2 abandoned buildings here. Now, one of them, this one on the left, you can build inside of it, no problems whatsoever. It's pretty well kitted out, and yeah, it would do as a nice camp for you. You wouldn't have to do much to it. You could add on to it if you wanted to, or just leave it as it is. However, there is a second option, and that's the building to the right here, and this one is pretty unique and pretty special, and I'll show you why in a minute. Now, on face value, you can't actually get inside of this bugger. It's sealed up tighter than my wallet, and trust me, that's saying something. But believe it or not, mon petit fleurs, with a little bit of jiggery pokery, you can actually get inside of it. Let me show you. Now, I'm going to use a piano. I actually got this idea off Reika Wolf. You can use quite a few things to glitch through walls and doorways, but yeah, we're going to do this because it's the neatest option. All you got to do is place a piano down on a doormat, just like this, and shove it up to this little gap here. If you get it close enough, you should be able to interact with said piano, and voila, it will take you inside. And look at that, you see. Truly marvellous. As you can probably tell, I can barely contain my excitement. Yeah. Now, this building is extremely unique in terms of what happens when you glitch inside of them. Most of the buildings on the map are absolute, messes. You'll get inside, there'll be no floor, the terrain will be at mad heights, and when you place walls down, depending on which way you're facing, they will disappear off your screen. They're just a nightmare. However, as you can see with this one, it's got a floor, It's got walls, and it's, not glitchy at all. Sure, you have to wall up that bottom end there, but that's really not a lot of work compared to most of the other buildings. Now, here's an example of what can be done in here. This one's by Reika Wolf, and as you can see, it makes for a perfect little raider or, some form of hideout. The only issue with this location, ladies and gentlemen, is the enemies. There is quite a few that spawn here, and you can get legendary sheep squatches as well, which can, ruin your day. As I always say on these camp location videos, it is a wasteland. You can't just turn down a location because you may have to do a little bit of fighting. No, just shoot them. Guns kill things. Or rappers do. I saw it on a documentary on BBC. Sorry, I'm showing my age. Now, the fourth location we're going to be looking at is just outside of Charleston here, and if you've been unfortunate enough to have seen any of my builds, you'll know that, yeah, I really like this one. There is a couple of options that you can do here. You could build against this Nuka-Cola wall. This is absolutely perfect for shot builds, as demonstrated by one of my camps. Yeah, it's truly astounding that, isn't it? Nope, it really isn't. You could also build on the other side of the road. There's a big open space there. It's relatively, easy to build on. So yeah, there is multiple options for this side on its own. But wait, there's more. If you're feeling truly masochistic, you could attempt to put your camp down on this building here. Yep, that's right, you can build on the roof of it. I would just like to point out, though, it is an absolute bastard to do anything on top of here. You'll be having clipping issues, like no tomorrow. If that doesn't put you off, though, and you do want to attempt it, I would advise equipping either the Kick in the Penis card, or for our female characters, the Clam Slam card. Because let me tell you, you're gonna need them. The third option for this location is just here, next to the little cluster of buildings itself. And while it's not a massive area, you can get some pretty cool stuff down here. And a perfect example of that is Lady H's camp right here now. It's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? And like I said, this isn't a large area, but as my wife always says, size does not matter. Again, another cool location, and with this one, you've got multiple spots you can, decide to build in. Now, enemies-wise, you will get a couple round here. Usually, it's feral ghouls or scorch, but yeah, nothing too difficult at all. Now, the last location we're going to be looking at is here, just down from top of the world, and it's very unique, and yeah, I think you could make a pretty cool looking camp here with a little bit of effort. Now again, guys, this area does have a number of different options in where you can, put your camp down and build at. Some are more challenging than others. If you wanted to, tackle building on a mountainside, then here would do nicely for you. And yeah, it may be a challenge, but you can get a nice looking build down here. A perfect example is Purple Haze's build. I reckon she's incorporated the cable cars absolutely perfectly into this. Really unique look about it. I like it. However, if you wanted a little bit of an easier time of this, I would recommend here. It's literally a stone's throw away. The first thing we've got to address, though, is what type of camp you could build here. Now, for me, you could build whatever the bloody hell you wanted. I mean, yeah, a modern house would look absolutely ridiculous here, but if you want to do that, that's your call. Personally, though, I would recommend a raider kind of build because, obvious reasons. It's full of raiders and full of, raider structure. Anyway, I digress. This spot would be absolutely perfect for that kind of theme of build, and it's actually quite easy to build here. You've got some nice flat land, you've got multiple structures you could actually incorporate into your camp itself, and yeah, I think you could come up with something really unique and different here. Now, enemies-wise, I've not actually seen anything. Now, if you're not allied with the raiders, or you at war with them, then yeah, they are going to be hostile to you. But if not, happy days. You've got some friends that wander around your camp or murder. Whatever floats your boat. And that is it from me, guys. If you did like these locations, then let me know down in the comments. These are all from the top 5 camp competition, which I hold weekly. So yeah, if that's something you'd be interested in, take a look at that as well. As ever, I'd like to say a massive thank you to all my Patreons and channel members. The extra support is much appreciated. If that's something that you guys are interested in, the link's down in the description, along with links to all my other socials as well. Anyhow, as we say north, I love you and leave you, and I'll catch you next one.